Here at the Red Carpet TV, we've got the passion, determination to capture pictures of great moments for your maximum pleasure. Red Carpet TV, showcase of milestones. Red Carpet TV, showcase of milestones. Bringing breathtaking clips and ultimate thrills, incorporating sights and sounds of special celebration. Everywhere there is celebration, Red Carpet TV is always there. Red Carpet TV, showcase of milestones. Red Carpet TV, showcase of milestones.
When life throws lemons at you instead of berries, you make lemonades of it. The most important thing is that you don't give up on life, nor your dreams. Good evening and welcome to your favorite event program on TV, Red Carpet. It's always fun here. Let's begin. We take our flight from Lagos at the second anniversary of the installation of Iba Gani Adams as Are Ona Kakanfo of Yoruba land. And then we land in Idore, Ondo State, at the burial ceremony of late Chief Rufus Akeromade Ogundini. My name is Oluwabukola. Sit back and go nowhere.
Red Carpet Television, a marvelous file of glamorous events and a fabulous flaunt of amorous styles, spiced with magisterial dresses, majestic dances, munificent decor, and magnificent ambience. Here at Red Carpet TV, we've got the passion and extraordinary determination to capture pictures of great moments for your maximum pleasure. Join us as we showcase the best of Nigeria's milestones with pomp and pageantry in this breezy, bouncy, and mind-blowing program.
Red Carpet TV, showcase of milestones. Red Carpet TV, showcase of milestones.
The captivating scenery, the compelling confluence of quality and commanding composition of convivial characters clouded the atmosphere of Grandeur Event Center, Oregun, Lagos, on Thursday, January 16, 2020, with a compilation of charismatic disposition and conjugating camaraderies. Roaring songs and tuneful tunes from the stable of Adewale Ayuba rocked the venue like tornado, drawing scores of elated guests on their feet to gyrate the blissful moment filled with breezy spectacle of joy. The occasion was the second anniversary installation of Iba Gani Adams as Are Ona Kakanfo of Yoruba land, and the roll call of his attendees spoke volume of the essentiality of the event and pedigree of the host. From dashing arrivals of notable individuals to the dazzling composure of dignified invitees, the sprawling hall shimmered with fervency and feverish parade of addicted faithfuls and followers of Gani Adams' principles of liberation from the oppressive domination. His arrival alongside his beautiful wife, Yeye Mojisola, into the venue opened a new vista that marshaled the event towards a starting point. As flexible faithia welcomed everyone with a sensational presentation. The occasion, which was primarily aimed at unwinding and lounging under a relaxed atmosphere, was however struck with raw kick against the latest development on the recently inaugurated Southwest Security Network, fondly called Operation Amotekun. As a matter of fact, notable Yoruba leaders, among who are Yinka Odumaki, Professor Derin Ologbenla, Ondo State Governor, who was represented by Mr. Yemi Olowolabi, State Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, were brutally blunt on their stance over the regional security matter, which has been a teething problem for months.
The moment the government got to us is as Trappers Governor Thomas Cameron. He used whole word about the necessity, about the unstoppability of these security outfits. And he has spoken yesterday in read all his comments. If anybody wants to challenge Amotekun, they can go to court. For as far as they are concerned, Amotekun has come to say that is the position of Yoruba nation. And to be Tiala, they said this morning, Amotekun was set up to chase Fulani from Southwest. If Fulani are criminals troubling us, it's set up to chase them off. But if they are not troubling us, Amotekun to protect Yoruba, Fulani, Igbo, Ido, anybody in the Southwest, Amotekun will protect them. The criminals, you have no place here.
While appreciating his guests for honoring him on the second anniversary, Gani Adams, who gave the rationale for hosting the gathering, practically spit out fire over the security issue.
It's a very sensitive issue in every society. For anybody to bring a constitutional issue to the security aspect, I think that person to have a rethink, because we don't pray that we shall have the corona in circles. If our temple will not hold within this month and next month, I suspected that within 6 months we will have another Bukara in circles.
For those who knew Gani Adams, this would not come as a shock. He had been in the vanguard of social activism all his life and earned for himself an uncommon status. He was a leader of a faction of the Odua People's Congress, a socio-cultural group that promotes Yoruba people and their culture. Gani rose to prominence after he was declared wanted in the year 2000 by the then Inspector General of Police, Musiliu Smith. After several involvement in the promotion of Yoruba culture and defense of its people, which had landed him in prison at different times, Gani Adams was recognized and declared the 15th Are Ona Kakanfo of Yoruba land by the Alaafin of Oyo, Oba Lamidi Adeyemi III. The chieftaincy title, which was last held by the late Nigerian politician and billionaire businessman Moshood Abiola. Years after his installation, the Arigidi Akoko-born activist deemed it fit to celebrate the journey so far and reinforce his commitment to the defense of the Yoruba nation. He was later joined by his guests to cut the anniversary cake wrapped up with photo shoot. Soon, the venue was set on fire by the blaring tune of Adewale Ayuba and his band.
We are happy. We make you happy. We are
The celebrant and some of his guests spoke to Red Carpet TV.
He's a peaceful man. He's a man that has listening ears. He loves to protect the interests of women. So far, so good. Are Kakanfo is still on point. I will only pray to God to continue to be with him.
I really appreciate our Iba REDCARPET Gani Adams, because he's trying to unite all the Yoruba in this Nigerian through all the world. Inshallah, I believe he should live long to witness his own life.
Very, very approachable, very accommodating, and very humble. Each time he comes to Ikare, we visit me, greet me, and visit other cabins, other people too around. He's a lovely person.
Well, we give thanks to God. By the grace of God, I will spend many years in this room. When I venture into it, people thought I'm risking my life. But anything that God gives to me, I always cherish it. Adon Kakanfo is well respected because he defends the interests of the Yoruba people. When you go to many communities, you will realize that most of the status in that community were the people that defend them, that sacrifice for them in time of need. So when you are fighting a just cause and you have a title of REDCARPET, you expect jealousy, you expect rancor.
From the Red Carpet TV crew, we congratulate Iba Gani Adams on the second anniversary installation as Are Ono Kakanfo of Yorubaland.
Showcase of my story.
That drill on the dance floor and frill from the main bowl of the hall raised the roof of celebration in Idori as Queen Ayo Balogun bleated aloud a sensational voice that captivated the mood and mesmerized the entire aura. All this happened at the funeral obsequies of a man who was a trailblazer and a good man by all standards in his lifetime, the late Chief Rufus Akinromade Ogundiniyi. It began earlier that same day at the Bell Funeral Home, Akure, as Baba's body was retrieved from the morgue. The children of Baba looked royal in purple. The emergence of the climax pallbearers marked the exciting journey of Baba from the Bell Funeral Home to his own final home. The joy on the faces of everyone and the dances of the pallbearers were scenic. It was with this joy that the procession began from the capital city of Ondo State to the family country home of Idori in a flurry of joyful frenzies. The long stretch of motor cart, the large turnout of people, was an impressive testimonial of the good-natured personality of not only the deceased, but also the Ogundiniyis in general. The lovely performance of the bike riders, the beautiful dances of the pallbearers, and the maverick dance steps of the deceased children were sights to behold, as it held everyone in the rocky town of Idori spellbound for a better part of the day. Meanwhile, Baba's house was superfluously decorated. There also, the Igbalaloju Gospel Band was on ground to fill everyone with good gospel songs. The train of family members, well-wishers and the pallbearers carrying the casket finally shot into view as they danced into the arena. The service of songs commenced in earnest with series of songs being sung by the choristers of the First Baptist Church, Odode Idari, and echoed aloud by everyone. The major Bible reading of the day was taken by Baba's child, Mrs. Mayokun Olowo Kande. Testimonies reigned supreme as everyone recounted the worthy life Baba lived. The Thanksgiving session followed as the children of Baba filed out to dance to the sweet melodies of the choristers. While corroborating the testimonies of the loved ones of Baba, Reverend Sunday Ojeniyi, however, stressed the topic of his sermon, which was the certainty of death. The next day, guests joined family members in accompanying the pallbearers who took Baba's casket from his house down to the church premises, dancing along the way. The aura of the ancient church took a radiating turn as guests turned out in their fineries while the children of Baba and their close associates shone in purple. Without wasting time, the biography of Baba was read for the listening pleasure of all. Delightful hymns also saturated everywhere. Punctuating the melodious flow was the Bible reading. The melody resumed again, but with the choir ministration. Delivering the message of God in a thought-provoking manner, Reverend Sunday Ojewale lectured the congregants on living a fulfilled life. The Thanksgiving session soon set in as guests danced forward to celebrate with the children of Baba, who filed out to dance and give thanks to God for the worthy life their patriarch lived. Prayers were then showered upon the children. The recessional hymn brought the service to a close as the choristers, priests, family members and every other person filed out after Baba's casket was carried out by the pallbearers. Baba's body was then taken to his house, where he was interred. As the trumpets blared, Baba's casket was lowered onto Motherette. That was the end of the earth sojourn for Baba Rufus Akinromade Ogundiniyi, born on April 9, 1927 at Okeidore. Baba Akinromade Ogundiniyi got formal education up to Standard 3. From there, he went into farming and became successful in it. Baba was industrious and social. He loved God with all his heart. He was a member of many social societies, amongst which is the notable Ifedore Society Club of Idore. In 1991, he was made the chief Lomofe of Idore land. Though semi-literate, Baba, however, made sure that all his children got formal education to the highest level. That is why all of them are today successful in their own rights. The clouds of the children of Baba was the reason why guests then made their way to the Olofe Anglican Grammar School field, where a lavish reception was staged to feast everyone. Various tents dotted the spacious field. These tents were populated by the several guests of Baba's children, who enjoyed themselves dancing to the respective musicians who threw them to nice times. One tent, however, was the one that housed the VIPs at the event, a giant marquee which had all the trappings of exquisiteness in it. The interiors were superbly decorated. Inside this very large marquee, which was for one of Baba's children, Mrs. Mayokun Olowokande, from the shimmering lights to the flowery designs, to the colorful drapes, the beautifully arranged and carefully labeled tables and chairs, the aura was a radiant one. Other eye-popping spectacles were the ravishing ushers who served as guides to guests, the Palm 1 service point and game stand, and the series of top-notch caterers who were available with their specially prepared delicious meals. Before long, guests settled down and filled every available space as they grubbed the tasty meals which were served to the delight of everyone. They were also treated to good wines, which came in varieties and were in abundance. Adding glamour to the event was the musician Queen Ayo Balogun, whose imperial band made sure that the guests were thrilled throughout every minute of the event. One by one, in pairs and in groups, guests joined the celebrant, Mrs. Olowokonde, who had made apparel switch on the dance floor in jigging to the nice beats of the queen of good music. For the entire evening, everything went smoothly and fun-filled for the celebrant and her gorgeous guests. It couldn't have been less, as the celebrant's influence was a great one. Looking after a father, Mrs. Mayokun Olowokonde is a big-time cocoa merchant. She runs an international cocoa merchandise with her husband, Mr. Omogbemi Olowokonde. With branches in their own base in Idori, their cocoa merchandising business has spread to Akure, Lagos, and even outside the shores of the country. It was therefore no surprise that everyone who were obviously the who is who in Idori land joined her and her husband on the dance floor to dance as Queen Ayo Balogun was at her best. Red Carpet TV spoke with some children.
It's a good person of
He's a great man indeed. He's the one in the town. If you can see, look around, you see people rejoice with us because of our lifetime of our father.
My daddy is a nice man. He's a good father, very kind. Even though he loves all his children, I miss him very well. He's a good man, good father, a good husband to my mother.
Baba. Papa love everybody, all his friends, play with them, do everything accordingly. That is a very good legacy that Baba leave, that everybody must step upon. Love is the key of future. I won't be able to forget Baba in my life, and I will continue to remember all what he have told me. May his soul rest in perfect peace.
From the Red Carpet TV crew, we felicitate with the children of Baba, especially Mrs. Mayokun Olowokonde, for giving their dear father, Chief Rufus Akinromade Ogundiniyi, a wonderful farewell. That's what we draw the curtain on tonight's edition of the program. Join us on our social media platforms for more interesting stories. Remember, when there is life, there is hope. Never give up on life, nor your dreams. My name is Oluwabukola. See you sometime next week.